Suzuki GSX750F. Coming back to the draining of the fuel. Managed last time to take all the fairings off. So let's have a look what we got now. Obviously some fuel in the tank. Some fuel might potentially be in the carburettor, or maybe not. Let's have a look. You can tell that the bike wasn't used for a while. Look at all those cobwebs there. Oh my goodness. It's been a long time for this bike. Look at that. It's definitely a drain. Because you can see little taps underneath. That's a carburettor ball. And that's a screw to undo to get that old fuel out. But it is very hard to access. Okay. What about the other ones? You can see Allen key there. I managed to loosen up the bolt with a smaller Allen key that actually fits inside. See, oh yes, some fuel is coming out. I just need an 8mm spanner. Very unfortunately that this one carburettor is Allen key instead of 8mm. Could access those. Okay, so I'm trying the same thing with this side, which is just taking this bolt out just to see if there's any fuel leak out, and funny enough it does. I was generally thinking that that fuel is not in there, but there you go. This particular carb did have the fuel. See how far the bolt's coming out. Wow. Just out of the interest, let's compare the one with another one. So I have one that was in the front, one that was in the middle. The height difference is unbelievable. Just gonna use the 8mm spanner to turn that bolt back inside, and that way this should close this very first carb on the left. It's on the other side. Just the same thing. That bolt is undone, but the Allen key one is not. This on the axis is even worse. I got to admit defeat. There's no way to be reached by hand in any kind of way through any holes. So unless I take the carburetor out, or I have something very similar like this tool, or a smaller version of it, there is no way for me to access that particular carburetor, which is basically a number 2 from my side. Nice to have a little bit of a bendy spanner, easier to get into the place, or if it's meant to stick out that much. That's a very good question. I can't see any fuel coming out. It definitely feels like this bolt is at the very last end. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna screw now all these bolts back in. All the carburetors apart from the one that I can't access, the second one from the right side, and leave just the one ball with the fuel because just can't access it. Probably once in 3 years clean for the bike to get that fuel off. Now the fuel tank,